Thanks again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my very first video that I put up recently, which was on my morning skincare routine. So now I'm going to move on to doing a really nice face base. It's a simple one. This is an everyday base that you can do. Lots of us have lots of bits of our skin that we like to correct that just doesn't feel right, and using the right base is not only simple and quick, but it will make a massive difference to how you feel every day. And the whole point of these videos is to help you feel fabulous every day. And that's what I really want for you. It's what I want for my clients when they come to see me. As you know by now, I'm a stylist and I help my clients feel fabulous with colour, with makeup and with different fashions. So let's move on to the face base. So here are 4 products that are going to help you get that perfect base. All the products I'm using today are from the Colour Me Beautiful range of products, as they're the ones that I keep and use in my studio on my clients. However, as time goes on, I will be using different makeup brands as well. So if you have a brand you particularly like, but you have some issues with, let me know and we'll take a look at it. So, moving on, first of all, to these fantastic bases. So, the first one I want to show you is the Mint base. So if you have any areas of red, I tend to get some red areas, mainly because I have quite a sensitive skin. But lots of people have rosacea, they have other skin pigment issues going on, which is perfectly natural. So this Mint neutralizes, well, we call it red, but it's actually more of a crimson. So it comes with a handy applicator like this, although I like to pop it on a clean finger. I have cleaned my hands before we do this. So I always tend to get a bit of red around my nose. So instantly I will put that on there and you will probably see that it's not looking green anymore. The green has neutralized with the red. Now, if I put that on areas of my skin that isn't red, it's gonna look green. So try and keep to the areas where you have issues. I generally have a little bit here and here as well. And my chin, lots of us have problems, a little bit of redness on our chins. Lots of my clients have a bit of red around here. So anywhere that you have red, this is your saviour. It's actually one of my best-selling products. So the next product that I'd like to use and show you is the Neutral base. Aren't these great little jars? They don't roll over. So they're like a square circle. So they're circle. Anyway, the Neutral. So if you have dark under eyes, or you have any other areas of darkness or dark pigment, or maybe sallowness under your eyes, I get that when I've had a bit of a drink the night before. So anyway, this will help all of that. So what I'm going to do is just pop it under my eyes like this. Just dot it around. Lasts ever such a long time, these pots. And then we're just going to tap it in. You're not rubbing it, because this is very delicate skin around here. There's less layers of dermis around your eyes than there is on the rest of your face, so we need to be super careful. So what this is going to do is just neutralize any dark spots. Now, you might not want to do this every day, but it might be quite nice to have. So if you're doing something special and you want to make a difference, this is a really great way to do it. And as you can see, that has now really brightened and taken any darkness away from under my eyes. So the next product is an Iron Lip base. So this is probably more about longevity for your makeup, making it last a little bit longer in the day. Also just making it go on a bit smoother. So what I'm going to do is take this product again, it has the same applicator. I'm going to pop it on a clean finger and I'm going to just smooth it over my eyelids like this. And then just a little bit on my lips. Now, I have an issue where when I wear red makeup, I get a cold sore. I've discovered that actually red pigment is stronger than any other colour pigment, and so that seems to be the issue. When I put a bit of this on, I don't get one because there's a barrier between the pigment and my lips. So if you are susceptible to cold sores, that might be a reason for it. So last but very not least is a bit of a concealer. Again, same little pot. So with the concealer, I do it a slightly different way. So I use this just before I use my foundation. This is just the way I do it. Other people have different ways. First off, I've got a spot. I'm afraid, ladies, even in your 50s, I'm 54 now, you're still gonna get hormone spots. Well, you might. You might be unlucky like me. So, just gonna dab that over that spot. And then I'm just going to put a little bit just around this area. Because this is an area that I feel needs a bit of brightening and a little bit of extra help. So I'm gonna leave it as it is for now while I put my foundation on. So I'm using the Colour Me Beautiful Morning Light Foundation in Oyster. Very well used tube, as you can see. I always shape my foundations before I use them, just in case they need a bit of loosening up. So I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to put a little bit of the foundation just on the back of my hand, just like that. Put the lid on so it doesn't go everywhere. And using your flat brush, start at the nose, at the centre of the face, and work your way out. The reason for doing this is that when you then get to the jawline, it's going to blend in a lot better. Don't be scared. Lots of people go like this and they hold it and they're very gentle. You know, if you're going to put makeup on, put makeup on. We want it to show. Don't be too scared. Be gentle with your skin by all means, but don't be scared of putting your makeup on. These flat brushes are really good for putting a good amount of makeup on. Over the lips, under the nose, don't forget that area because otherwise you end up with a bit of a white patch there. And I tend to just go over the eyelids a little bit, and then it's just a matter of making sure you have a nice amount of foundation all over. I then do just take a little brush, a bit of a fluffier brush, and then just buff it. The reason for buffing it is that if you've got brush strokes from the other brush, then this just gets rid of those. So it gives a really nice airbrushed look. There we go. So as I say, this is just a very natural looking base. We're not going too heavy, we're not doing thick matte foundations or bases or anything like that. We're just evening it all out. So the last product I'm going to use for my base, got hair, is a loose powder. The reason I use a loose powder is because it's a finer powder particle, which means that you get a much better, more sort of airbrushed look on your face. So all you want to do is put a little bit, goes a very long way. This lasts me forever. Tap it off, and then with downward strokes, brush it all over your face. So there you have it. That is my easy face base. With a few corrections going on. So I hope that you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or queries, please do get in touch, and please join me next time to learn how to do a basic eyeshadow. Thank you. See you soon.